Hi everyone, so welcome to today's video. I have so much that I want to say, kind of do an update, but I don't really know the right words or how to start this video. So I think I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to speak whatever comes to my heart. And I want to start by kind of filling you guys in. If you don't follow me on Instagram or saw my post here on my channel, very recently, my dog passed away. Sydney was 16 years old and she was just ready to go. And I am very heartbroken and very sad. I definitely feel like something is missing. And my home, there's been a shift in my home and the energy, it just doesn't feel the same without her. She was always very quiet, very timid and shy for, being a puppy. I remember she just was never the type that was super energetic and fun. I had two Yorkies, and my other Yorkie, Prada, she passed away 4 years ago. And I remember doing a video sharing the loss, and it was very traumatic and very traumatizing to go through that experience. And I still to this day, when I think about her, I do get sad and I do get emotional, and I have my moments. So, just kind of reflecting back on Sydney, she was always quiet, and it's weird, but my house feels and sounds quieter, even though she really never barked. She would never, here and there, you would hear her with her squeaky toy or just something kind of just random, or when she'd get the zoomies and she'd just kind of bolt around the coffee table or the kitchen chairs, just the zoomies on the bed. Ever since I got her, she was always glued to me. So she was kind of like my baby. She was my baby before I had babies. So I just kind of feel like I'm in this phase of denial, just trying to wrap my mind around the fact that she's no longer here. And I just need to allow myself the time to go through the grief. And if I have a sad moment, have that moment. If I need to cry, have the cry. And not feel bad, not feel guilty about doing that. Not feel bad that I'm not my usual self or doing my usual things. But I also need to sort of acknowledge that the energy that I'm putting out also affects those around me. And I have 4 kids. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. And I can't be sad and mopey and crying all day long. Like, that's not what my kids need. They need me to be strong because I have to take care of so many things. And so many little lives depend on me every single day, all day. So I'm just at a point where I'm just trying to kind of figure out my new norm, my new routine, and, this life now without her. A small part of me is not there. And it's her. She's missing. She's not here. And it makes it tough when you have kids because they will ask you questions just whenever they feel like asking, or whenever that pet comes across their mind, or just whatever they feel in their minds and their heart, and they'll ask you without knowing when the right time is. And you could be normal doing something, and then they ask you, and it just kind of brings everything to the surface. So I feel like I'm also at that point too, because my 2 oldest, they kind of have an idea of what's going on. My oldest does. He knows what's going on. And my 4-year-old is like kind of figuring things out. And it's tough when she walks into my room and she's like, "Where's Sydney?" And so then I have to re-explain it to her. And it makes me sad. It changes my mood and it just affects me. So I need to find ways to just process what's going on and to know that she's in a better place. To know that she's finally free and happy, because she was very frail and very fragile. Her last few months, you could just tell that things were kind of slowing down for her. And I kind of already knew that this was going to happen. But even though that thought is in your mind, it never really prepares you for the actual moment. It's tough. I told myself I wasn't going to cry. I think if you've gone through loss, you kind of know what I'm going through, what I feel, what it's like all these emotions, and it's like it's heartbreaking that I'm never gonna see her again. I'm never gonna fill her water bowl or her food, or I just recently bought her a new bed and now she didn't get to really enjoy it fully. And then it also kind of brings back sadness and pain that I still feel from losing my other dog. And it just is a reminder that I didn't properly grieve as I should have. I should have allowed myself those moments. I feel like there's a lot of heaviness and weight on my shoulders, and I just feel like I'm carrying around like tons of sandbags. I feel like I'm just overwhelmed. And I just need to figure out a way to pull myself together and to just come to terms with what's going on. I have to really try my hardest to get through this and to, have my moments and be okay with that, but also not feel guilty when I'm smiling or laughing with my kids, because deep down I know I need that. My soul needs that for me to be able to move forward, for me to find peace, for me to be able to just let go. And every person that gets a pet goes to the same exact thing at some point. And I need to realize I'm not alone in this, that it is sad that we outlive our pets. And it's tough trying to find that new norm when you share your life so many years. Like with Sydney was 16 years. You share so much of your life and you let them in and you love them like they're your kids. They're part of the family. And then suddenly you find yourself not having them. And it's like, it's a hard blow. And if you've experienced loss, you know exactly what it feels like. And you can relate to me and know that it is a challenging time. And time is going to be the thing that sort of helps me move forward in a positive way. So I just wanted to share this with you because this means a lot to me. This community that we have here, these videos that I post, the comments, the following that I have, just the engagement, it means a lot. And I just don't want to fall off the face of the earth and not share what's going on. And that, it may be some time before I post a video, or I might be able to find some peace and happiness and feel like I'm ready to start editing again or filming again. And I don't know when that's going to be. I do have some pre-recorded videos that I filmed before she passed away. I need to find time to edit and put those together because I filmed those weeks ago. The whole plan was to post twice a week. And I would like to do that for the summer and see how that goes. With being a stay-at-home mom, as I mentioned before, it's a lot of work, and I've got some great days and then some days that are a little bit more challenging, days that are a little bit more tough. And so I just need to find time to just kind of carve out some time for myself and to lean into the things that bring me happiness and joy. Spend more time with the kids instead of thinking and doing other things that don't really matter in the moment. Taking time to come into this space, to film, to do my makeup, as silly as that may sound, but it's just a little bit of normalcy for me. And I think I need that. And I look a mess. I apologize. I've had dark circles. I have haven't been sleeping well. I've been crying a lot. I have been just, this situation is a hard no. I can't even look at myself in the mirror because I just look like a mess. There's been a lot of changes. I'm sure you've noticed that my hair is much shorter. I haven't even been able to fully enjoy that. I just feel like everything is just kind of like all a blur. But I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to those of you who left me a comment here on my channel or on Instagram. I appreciate you for taking the time to send condolences and prayers during this difficult time. It means a whole lot to me, and I hope you know that. If I have not responded to your comment or a message, just know that I'm not purposefully ignoring you. It's a very sensitive subject for me right now because it is very fresh still. And yeah, I just thank you for the condolences and the prayers. I thank you for watching this video, for being here, for listening to me, for seeing me fall apart, and for being so vulnerable and raw and just completely organic in this video, and just letting you know what's on my heart right now. I hope to be back to filming soon. I hope that getting back to that really is what's going to lift my spirits, and I hope to get back to posting the content that's been already produced and just see how that goes. But just bear with me as I sort of navigate this and these changes with my family, my kids. Yeah, so it's going to be some time, but I'm hopeful. I'm going to be optimistic that I will be able to move forward in a positive way. So I thank you for being here, for tuning in, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.